Now on the Math Files page, because I teach more than one course at the high school level, I can add another sub-page for the different courses that I teach. So if I go up here and add a page, and I can call it Grade 11 University Math, Grade 11 University Math, and make it a filing cabinet page and put it under the Math Files page. When I press create, it starts to set up my Moodle. So over here on the sidebar menu, okay, we have our home page, we've got our classroom blog, we've got our Math Files page, and under that is a subcategory of called Grade 11 University Math. And on the Grade 11 University Math, now I can go ahead and add my files from that course. And so it's very organized for the students to locate the course that they're in from my web page. And then they can go ahead and click on the Grade 11 University Math and then download any files they might need. Okay, so I'm going ahead and going to add a file. And so it opens up a menu, and from there you can pick, like, say it's on a USB, and at the bottom here I do have a Grade 11 file that I can put on here. Grade 11, let's see, applications of trigonometric functions. So if I open that, and so it's uploading it onto my web page, my website. And there it is. Okay, it tells you it's a Word file, and students can click on it and download it if they would like. Okay, download down here. Now what's neat, what I can do next is to really organize that course. I can go ahead and add folders. So the first folder I could call, I don't know, Unit 1, trigonometric functions, and press save. And so there it is, Unit 1, trigonometric functions. And so what I can do is I can take this file, click on it, and then I can move it, and it lists all the folders that you've created. So here it is. I could have all my units here, and so once I upload a file, then I can move it to the necessary unit. So if I click on this, and there it is. It moves it into that folder. So if you want to organize your files a little bit more neatly, you could hide all the files that are in that folder, and I could have a whole bunch of units listed, and the students just have to click on it, and it lists all the files in that unit. So under Grade 11 University Math, I could then go to this option here, create a new folder, entitle it Unit 2, the quadratic function, and save it, and there's my next unit. If I wanted to add a file to that unit, click on Add File. It takes it back to the USB, and if I scroll down, I think I have a file here. There it is, quadratic functions. So I can upload that. Initially it'll appear at the top, okay, this Word file, so I can click on it, move to, and then click on Unit 2, and it drops it down under Unit 2. And again, if you want to keep it neat and organized, you could hide the files that are inside the folders, and it just lists it as Unit 1, Unit 2, and the student could then click on and see all the files that are available. They could be Word files, they could be video files, they could be pretty much anything you want the students to download. Last thing we're going to look at is how to insert all kinds of different content into the home page. So click on Home Page, and it'll take us to the home page. And from the main menu, click on Edit Page. And so once the editor is loaded up, click on Insert. And the one thing that I want to show you is the recent posts. This one here. Recent posts. Okay. So basically what you'll do is you'll decide where you want the post to come from. And so I want them to come from Classroom Blog. I want them to be short snippets. And I'll leave it like this. List the 5 most recent posts. And under here I'm just going to leave it as titled Recent Announcements. So when I press Save, up here I get this fancy box right here, and basically when you press Save up here, watch what happens. Under Recent Announcements, you're going to see my most recent posts. Post number 2, post number 1, and they're listed in order of most recent. So if I go to my Classroom Blog, you can see how powerful this Recent Announcements is. When you go to the Classroom Blog and click on New Post, which I'll call post number 3, and write a few words in here. This is my 3rd post, and press Save. And so what you'll notice under Classroom Blog on this sidebar menu, you'll see that post number 3, but watch what happens when you go back to the home page. On the home page, under Recent Announcements, there it is. The most recent announcement under your blog is posted up on the home page as the top item in the Recent Announcements, being the most recent. And then a student could see, hey, this pertains to me, I need to read this, and they could click on it, and it'll take them right to your blog page. Okay, you're now in your Classroom Blog, and they can read whatever it is you had to say for your 3rd post. So really handy in that way. It's all done automatically, and it's all updated automatically. All you have to do is post a new post in your blog, and it gets added to the Recent Announcements in the on the home page. Now, if you wanted to move this, okay, so if you click on that Edit button, you could grab this and move it down to here if you wanted to. There, and press Save. And then, actually now I've got it in 2 places, so if I press Edit Page again, I can delete this one. Suppose you want it on that right column, now you've got it over there. So it's really, really easy to use and to organize. Finally, on the home page, there's one more thing I want to show you, and that's when you insert something called a table of contents. Okay, this is really handy to have on your home page. If you click on Table of Contents, okay, basically they give you what dimensions do you want it to be, and I think I'll just leave it the way it is. Press Save, and the table of contents will be, here it is up here at the top now. If I press Save, watch what it does for you. It's really, really, really nice and handy to keep your web page organized. What it does is it gives you all the headings that we listed before in a nice organized table, and a student, or whoever's viewing your website could click on any of these headings, and it takes them right to that location. Okay, so if your home page was kind of lengthy, and rather than scrolling down and trying to access the different content on your home page, they can just click on it, And so, for example, if I go to Edit Page for a second, and under these headings, if I leave a lot of space so that you can't see them all when we look at our home page, and let's suppose we want to access the bottom announcement, press Save, and go over to the table of contents. If we click on Important Announcements, for example, it sends you right down to the location Important Announcements. And if you wanted to go to the Edit feature, go down to Important Announcements. If we added another heading under Format Heading, let's say I called it Exam Schedule, and go to Save, then at the top you can see it's been added to our table of contents automatically. And so it will always update all the headings that you add onto your home page in this table of contents. And again, if you click on it, it takes you right down to the exam schedule. So this is a basic look at how to create a classroom website using Google Sites. It's really, really easy. You can organize it into a home page, a classroom blog, math files. We didn't even get into putting a spreadsheet on here, or a start page. And you can have a table of contents for all your headings on your home page. You can have recent announcements so that students can see just a little snippet of the different posts that you have in your blog page. And it's all listed here with a fancy menu, and you can even search your website by putting in a keyword into this search window. Alright, thank you very much.